Hello everyone, welcome to my booktube. I'm a romance reader and I love all things to do with books, so if you like that sort of content, don't forget to subscribe and let's get into the video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing the swapping screen time for reading time. Now, as I am currently filming this, it is nearly the end of January and I've only read one book. So I thought, let's do this video and see if I can actually finish the second book that I'm on, but very nearly close to finishing. So at least I've had two books that I can talk about this month. Because it's just gone out the window. So I thought that would do this video to see if I can read the rest of the book that I'm currently reading and see if I can move on to the next one. So my current screen time is not very high, and the reason is because while I'm at work I'm not actually allowed my phone on me, so I'm not allowed to touch it at all, obviously. So throughout the week it's obviously a little bit less than it is on the days that I have off. So I have a Friday off and Saturday and Sunday off. So currently this week the highest is obviously Friday, which was yesterday as I'm filming this, and it's 3 hours and 50 minutes. So 3 hours and 50 minutes, which is roughly say 4 hours, and then today so far has been 2.5 hours. So I might add them together. If not, I will do the highest, which is Friday so far, which is 3 hours and 50 minutes. So we're gonna do that and finish the rest of the book, because I thought, you know what, I have hardly read. I've only read one book. I'm currently on the rule book, and yesterday, I don't know how my screen time was high yesterday, because I was mainly reading yesterday, because I was halfway through this book and now I've nearly finished it. I've literally got a few chapters left and I'm actually quite enjoying this book. So hopefully, oh my god, I didn't know the actual list was in the book. I didn't know that was in the book. So if you have read this book, then you'll know what I'm on about. And this is a Sarah Adams book. This one is very, very similar to the cheat sheet. Now, if you have seen some of my TikToks, then I talked about the cheat sheet, and I really, really like that book. I really enjoyed it. And I know this one was obviously by the same author, and I thought, let's give it a go. And I've been trying to find this book for ages. Did it for my TBR, and I started reading it, and I was like, this sounds near enough very much the same. It does have mentions of the previous characters in it as well, but it follows a different set of characters. Like, it's not a interconnected series, you can read them separately, it's just mentions of the previous characters. So yes, I feel like it's very much the same. And even the cover, when I looked at the cover, I thought this is literally near enough identical to the cheat sheet cover. So the cheat sheet, the rule book looks like this, right? So they're both standing there behind a palm tree, and then the cheat sheet one, they have exactly the same, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see on camera, and I can't bother to actually get the book on, but on the cheat sheet they are again standing in the same colour, and the colours are very similar. I'll just put an image here, then you'll be able to see. But yes, I am really enjoying this book. I'm near enough giving it about the same as I did the cheat sheet, to be fair. Now the cheat sheet I did rate it 5 stars because I really, really enjoyed this book. However, I feel like this one, the storyline is very, very similar in the way that it is, and I just feel like it's a little bit copy and paste of the cheat sheet, just with different characters. Which I know that I really like the cheat sheet, and I am really enjoying this book. And this is more of a fluffy sort of romance, the same as cheat sheet. It's more of a fluffy romance. But sometimes I just really like that. Even though literally the last book I read was like dark as fog, and then I've gone to the most fluffiest romance you'd ever known. So yeah, it's just a preference that I went for. So I'm currently on chapter 34. I am going to set a timer. I have got this much left of the book, which is part of the epilogue as well. And then obviously it has the rule book bits as well, which I didn't see that until now. So I've only got a little bit to go. So we're going to swap it and see how we get on. So I'm going to go and set my timer up and sit and read the rest of this book. I'll more than likely finish it within an hour or so, because it's not that long. But anyway, I'm going to go and finish this book now and give myself time to read it. So let's go and set up my timer and we can read it together. So I've read quite a few chapters. I'm going to read one more and then I'm going to sort myself out, because it's getting late and I should have filmed this video when I actually started it, and I didn't, because I'm determined to finish this book. How many chapters has it got in it actually? 43. So I'm not very far away. And now I'm going to finish it tonight. Tonight. girl. Good girl. Oh, I'm on chapter 38 now, so I am going to put it down for a little bit. I've read it for nearly an hour. So there we go. We've got 3 hours and 9 minutes left, because I need to go in the bath and sort myself out. So I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to pick it up later and carry it on, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll carry it on. So it is going to be paused, but I am going to try and do it. So yes, I need to sort myself out now, to get ready to go in the bath, and then we will carry on and finish the book. I really like Sarah Adams and the way she writes. So I've finally finished the rule book, and let me tell you, this has took me a while to finish, but it's not because I've not been enjoying it, it's just I've been so tired. When I've come back from work, I've just fell asleep and not bothered to pick it up, because as soon as I open the book, I know my eyes are going to close and that's going to be the end of it. So yes, it has took me a little bit longer to read, but it's not saying that I've not enjoyed it, because this one to me is very similar to the cheat sheet and the way it was and everything. The rule book, the cheat sheet, it's in the title, and the previous characters in the other book were mentioned in this one, and even though they were mentioned, it's not really a series, I don't think, but it's still a standalone, so you can read them separately, it doesn't really matter. But let me tell you, I loved it. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't, for me, it wasn't personally as good as a cheat sheet. I think that's because it had a very similar vibe to it. I think if I'd have read this one first and then read the cheat sheet, I probably would have thought that about the cheat sheet. But saying that, I really liked it. I like how Sarah Adams writes her men, because they are very soft, very gentle, very caring, and something that I'm looking for myself. So I think that's why I enjoyed them. So yes, I really enjoyed this book. I did give it 4 stars. The cheat sheet did get 5 stars, but I did give it 4 stars with this one. So yes, for me, I really enjoyed this one. But now I've moved on to Twisted Hate, which is the 3rd book in the Twisted series. Now I have it on Kindle as well as the physical book, because I had the physical book for a very long time, and then obviously I bought a Kindle. So I've been reading it on my Kindle, and let me tell you, I'm on chapter 10 already. No, chapter 9. And I finally put my pop socket on, if you can see. Didn't want to because of the stickiness, but I've put it on, I've gave in. But yeah, I've started on Twisted Hate now, which I'm quite enjoying, because I am on chapter 9, which through the physical book I thought, let's have a look, see whereabouts I am in the book. And this is how far I am ahead already, which is here. So yes, I thought I'd just come on. I have about an hour left in this swapping screen time for reading time. Now it is slightly over 2 days, because I've had to do stuff in between, unfortunately, but I have about an hour left, which is here. Let me show you. I have an hour and 7 minutes left of that time. If I had 12 hours worth of screen time, my god, I've got an hour left. So I am going to carry on reading it. As I am filming this bit, I'm on chapter 9, but the next clip you're going to see is me reading them chapters, if that makes sense, because obviously I've had to do stuff in between and I forgot to film this clip. So yes, I'm going to finish reading this book. We've now finished the screen time to reading time, and I have been reading Twisted Hate, and I ended up on chapter 23, so I'm not quite finished this book, as you can see, but we've got to the bit where it's slowly starting to develop between the 2 characters, which I don't know if I'm liking this one. and I feel like a lot of people have said, like, from the Twisted Games to Twisted Hate, they prefer Twisted Games rather than the rest of them, and this one is the least favourite in the series. And I feel like that's the same for me at the minute. It's not a bad story, I do like sitting and reading it, however, it's just not giving me that same vibe as what Breeze, yeah, there we go, there's the thing your name, Reese and Bridget did. So I'm kind of a bit like, but it's still a decent story, and I probably will end up finishing it sooner or later because I'm on 38% of it, which is nice. And I did say I have the physical version of this book as well as the Kindle version. However, which one have I been picking up most? The Kindle. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed that video. I did enjoy doing that, and I think I will do it again in the future because I liked the idea of switching it from my phone to my reading time, and it gave me a little bit more encouragement to sit and read my book. So yes, I hope you have enjoyed that video. If you did, then please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.